kula sakramenti kabla ya raia. Siku za the revelation. Wanauliza kama Kenya kuko sawa, watoto wetu wanazidi kuzikana. Alituacha kama angali kijana, je ange ndivyo walivyopanga Maulana. Deni muli na tumekopa zingine China, tukajenga zilizobaki watu wakasanya. So tujiangalie babaya leo kuliko jana, sikio la kufa tunajibizana. Tujiangalie babaya leo kuliko jana, tusipoziba ufa tutajenga tungalijikana. Waumini kwa fungu la 10 sadaka kulia, ndio maana mbele ya sakramenti kabla ya raia. Siku za mwisho
Yes, this is the Black Hot Fire Network. That is Sauti Soul featuring Nyashinski with Tujiangalie on a 5 East African time on the 8th of June 2024. And of course, I'm here to give you. Today we're gonna be. Of course, I have to start with Tujiangalie. It has become one of my. Get a translation of what Tujiangalie talks about. Analysis, as doing a self-analysis as an African people.
Nishukia nisema tufungeni tulichopanda, kura zetu zilitugawa tulimanga. So when you make your bed, melala tutajua tujui. Tujiangalie sikio la kufa lisikigawa. Tujiangalie tusipoziba ufa tutatenga kuta. Does the freedom never comes for free? Tuna Roma ya mwezi tajesi plus dogi. Band pictures in Africa, black coffee and none. If the rich always win, why should the popular run? Unless the like we can't their handle when the boss and the caption your scripture pay on the gospel. Traffic madam by that. Me big stories za shamba pe grab kona ina hunger imefam.
Yes, and we are. I will not act up as much. I can see it's already. We're gonna be talking about xenophobia and the black on. It's a very, very deep topic. It's a very, very deep conversation. Is you despising other people from another country specifically, it is especially very deep. Is deep in Africa with black on black. Africa, let's say, you'll never hear Africans having xenophobia against the Britons. It's always being directed towards the prejudice and hatred directed. And in this case, it's specifically for. So this is where people who think they are natives in a like there's a persistent threat. Other Africans who come to the same country, that is in regards to things like distribution. And I think the best place is South Africa. South Africa has to be countries in Africa. South Africans, their tough economic periods, their lack of employment, not because the government of South Africa is not doing anything, because of corrupt leaders like Zuma, but because countries have gone to South Africa. For example, that is where I look at, for example, employment, and instead of me blaming it on the government for not, I blame it on people from Uganda who are in that would have been mine if they were not here, which in reality things, but it is how. And when I talk about the black on black hate in Africa, not only in South Africa, but in the whole of Africa, where can and love everything foreign. If, for example, an American was to come to Kenya today, at the same time, then how they are going to be treated, how the two of them are different. One is almost. So we are also going to be looking at a BBC documentary in South Africa on how they even had formed groups to kick away other Africans from South Africa, not just the Nigerians. They even kick all the other nationalities because they feel threatened by, but they don't feel threatened by nationals in South Africa, for example. They do not see as if taking away their jobs. No, it's only the Africans who are taking away their jobs. It only applies to blacks. That is why I said black on black hate. Black on black hate, because it is black on black hate. That is why you're going to go find they had that Chinese section not get allowed to go through. And the funny part is they are black and they're not going to allow you to enter into the Chinese. That is the same with Kenya. I know neighborhoods in Kenya where you can't live if you're not Indian. Something that I know. And the security people are black. Because, you saw that even with the other club that we had in Nairobi. Black people and the people of other races to queue in different lines. So when we go to their countries, we are racially discriminated. When we are in our country, go to Cameroon from Netherlands was looking for the same visa, they are going to get it easier than, because the government of Cameroon is going to treat me, but they're gonna welcome that other one. But as for me, they'll put regulations, they'll put is actually real. The fact that we discriminate, and for us to be able maybe to understand that, See Africa, I did a documentary on South Africa, violent targeting of migrants. And when I say migrants, even I think most of these borders that we have are not even there. Brought about to make it easier for them to administer us to look at a country like Nigeria. For example, those are neighboring countries. They were one country. Now, because borders were put and we took the borders too literally. Now we hate each other. Borders that were put man during colonization, and that may administer us. For the government, this works for the people who, for example, if I'm Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa, nobody is going for lack of opportunities, for the poor living conditions, them beat the hell out of each other, can't blame the Nigerians for the lack of jobs in South Africa. Which is, to say the least, very stupid, because if in what it is supposed to be doing, then you would be having your share. Only the Africans that you go after. Are they the only? Don't they take your opportunities? And so we're going to be looking at the BBC. We are going also to be looking at coming in, because it's more of a that is being driven by several entities. Media. The media in Africa is one of the entities responsible through what they call sensationalism. So, for example, in affected by these are Nigerians. In as much as Nigerians are corrupt, nationalism. For example, one Nigerian will get arrested, but they are going to sensationalize the story so much. Nigerians in South Africa are dealing drugs. Creating a story more than it is. Well, in real sense, maybe one, but 8 South Africans were arrested on the same day. Because they're going to focus on this one Nigeria to drive a narrative. And the media is a very powerful tool, especially in because the people who passively consume the lie are going to buy the stereotype. Africa people know Nigerians are criminals. Nationalism, that is just an example of Nigeria. That is not just the only case. They will sensationalize every types. And this works, and it works so well that it's so deep. And the sensationalism works also on, let's say, white foreigners coming into countries. They're going to show them as the way you saw them the way you see them for. Nigeria has to be one of the most visited countries field of poverty porn. So when those white media, the agenda that they set you from your problems, and so Africans loathing their own and loving foreigners. That is why we do the opposite of what they do to us. As there might be due to are really vengeful as they are. We are not. We're just kind-hearted. Why do we hate our own so much? It is chasing away not just Nigerians but Kenyans country. They are all the same people. What separates is just for administrative purposes and the second reason is the one that is working, because now I think I'm different from Ugandans, and Ugandans, well, in real sense, we are just but one people, just were never really there. It is as simple as having a disagreement and then your brother moving location. Does that make him not your brother anymore? He still disagreement maybe, and he moved to a different place. For example, the Bantus, you look at the lingua the same. You look at the lingua the same. A Burundian will talk to you in understand a few words here and there. Why is that? Evolved a little bit, but it is and it has always been the same. A little bit. Yeah, so my Wi-Fi is really misbehaving, and that is why I'm having problems with the visuals. Yeah, but I was talking about the black on black hate that we see in Africa, where same people, same ancestors, just separated by colonial borders. So the documentary from BBC, let me share a copyright disclaimer, that you can just see how deep this is, especially to be the leading country in although they're not the only country. Hate is literally everywhere, but South Africa has to be up there. For me to share the copyright disclaimer so that I can be able to share
The first time I ever witnessed xenophobic violence.
We often hear of racism, but one do not expect to live that in.
As in country, I wanted to look away.
This is vigilante.
Whipping up anger and hatred.
Us and the government is doing.
So, especially that has been driven not only by the media but also by the. That woman is seriously weeping, and she seriously believes facing is because of the foreigners that they have in South Africa. She believes that there are no jobs, there are no opportunities, and she's poor. Africa. There are Nigerians there, there are Kenyans there. She believes that. What she's more concerned is the fact that the government is doing nothing about the. Is doing nothing to improve her situation. So what is doing nothing about the foreigners? Not that the government is not doing a situation which has nothing to do with foreigners. I mean, we can have all the other nationalities to be poor. Not the whole is poor, which is dominantly the black part of South Africa as in there. But now the people have been made to believe narrative because it takes away the responsibility away from them shoulder when people believe that they're having this problem. So that means Ramaphosa cannot be blamed. It's not fault, it's the Ghanaians' fault, it is the Zimbabweans' fault. Opportunities. So of course the government loves the responsibility from them, and that was why has been happening in South Africa. Unemployment rates in South Africa, the economic situation in South Africa getting worse and worse. He was still because South Africa, they are going through whatever they are going through because of foreigners and not because the government, since it gained independence in the 90s. To Zuma, to Ramaphosa. This is an easy. So of course they are gonna support the narrative. It's an easy scapegoat for. So you go fight your Nigerians who are your brothers, go fight Ghanaians who are your brothers. Same ancestry, have the same ancestors, separated by colonial borders. But anyway, go fight them as we put the country dry.
And the scapegoating of migrants is threatening the fabric of. As the economy breaks down, is in the firing line.
Ban. They're thinking about banning the kept you poor, rather than scapegoating scapegoating. I mean, if you can organize and march in the streets in the night, talking about ban the foreigner, you're going to buy diesel and the same, you can organize and buy diesel and go to the officials that you have in your government, the ones that are, because the foreigners are not responsible for your situation. Competition. They're not even foreigners, they are your fellow Africans. The other question is, even if I was for 1 minute to come down to your reasoning, let me come to your down to your IQ and reason. Foreigners who are not foreigners, they are in Africa. Africa is their motherland. They are not foreigners in the first place. So if they are the ones, where do you draw the line when it comes to the white foreigners, to the Americans, French nationals, to the lines? Don't those ones take your opportunities? Why do you draw the lines when it comes to the Australians? Take your resources and the opportunities. Only your African brothers do. As low as this has to be one of the lowest reasoning. And I know the love this. I would also love this thing, and the people would still vote for me and not blame me for anything. Others for so I steal and they go blame the one who stole. I mean, look at Zuma. Zuma left prison the other day. He's in South Africa, the same country where their speaker was bribed. But imagine you want, and the people won't blame you still. They are going to blame their. Even if they left, what opportunities are there in South Africa, and especially this is a Negroes and the field Negroes type of situation. The ones that you see on your screen, the ones that are talking about ban the foreigners, are the house Negroes. They, with their master, they think that they are rich by extension because their master is rich. So they think the field Negroes, that is not really foreigners, the other Africans who are there, is at the master's table because it's not even your tables. They think, but now you think that the others do not deserve this. Somebody like Malema failed the manner that he was defeated in South Africa because I are too far gone. Most of them are too far gone.
I'm looking for agenda. I must.
This is a low group in Orange Grove near the Johannesburg city center.
Why nginxiba ngezikipa ezimhlophe? Shiya ukuthi nigqoke into ezimhlophe manje ngenazo izikipa zezimhlophe.
It's called Operation Dudula, and I've been given Dudula in isiZulu literally
Mawusukuma uvuke ekseni ungiba iskipa sakho with proud. Ngiyahamba ngiyakwedudula. Kahle kahle.
and ask them about their citizenship, get details.
So we had an agreement.
And it seems that this is a typical kind of. Official figures put the number of migrants in South Africa. In 3 South Africans out of work, migrants have eased. Sets off for the high street.
If you want to know how shallow-minded, this is peak shallow-mindedness. This is, you know how shallow-minded they are. So a third of South Africans do not have employment. Like it's on paper it looks good, but if it was the most insecure countries in Africa, you can't even walk around. It was really that it was doing that way. Disparities very wide. The gap between, do not disagree that there are people who have it in South Africa. It is one of the most urban countries we have in Africa, especially for the people between those who have it and those who don't. And so those are the ones that you are seeing on your screen, because these are people who don't. These are the poor people in South Africa. And if you looked from one race, all of them, they all have the same skin type. The people that you saw talking about Dudula, they are of the same have it. They are people from the they're not doing so well financially. And so the people united and agreed and discussed with the opinion that they don't have it because of the others who don't have it. So you're both eating leftover. Who are there and the Ghanaians who are there and the Zimbabweans who are there, you all eat leftovers, right? You all at the dustbin. Side, the reason I'm not having enough of the leftovers is because this. So instead of you and this brother of yours uniting, instead of you questioning the one who's throwing the leftovers in your own country, you decide, no, I'm gonna kill this one. So is there a more shallow-minded thinking? And I don't think there is. This has to be the most shallow-minded thing. Adapt. That I decide, instead of me going to throws me the leftovers, I'm gonna kill my brother so that I have me not a beggar. It's just gonna make me a beggar with a tiny bit more of leftovers. But this is their reasoning, this is how they think. How about it being operated doula for the corrupt leaders? Dudula for the enemies, because you know the enemies, you know why you are Nigerians. It's because we eat leftovers. And even if I told you, even if all the other make anything better, really, you're still gonna eat leftovers. So how about a dudu? How about a dudula for Zuma? But oh no, so that 12% of them, this 12 or 14%, South Africa to its knees. They did the same with Ramaphosa. Also taken South Africa to the knees. It is the fellow Africans who live there. Their problems.
To find the owner of a local shop who they say has information about it.
Don't you forget, these brothers are among the only brothers to dance and protest. Maji Maji in Tanzania, as every other trying to gain their independence. These brothers never seeing protests, holding. Yeah, that is masters to the actual enemy. But when it comes to Africa, with machetes, when it comes to fellow Africans, they suddenly can carry arms. They suddenly know how to burn shops and buildings. To fighting the real enemy, these brothers cannot do anything. They are among the only African country that never fought for in the streets dancing and marching.
As we've been walking down the main road, and this group has been singing songs that contain slurs and also shout, if you foreigners or foreigners must leave.
So if I get the owner of the shop, I want to engage with him so that he.
Why?
I've got a Somalian guy. So 5 boys were in hospital.
You heard her talking about how 5 guys were stabbed for stabbings, which the Somalian should be in jail for that. A good thing. But now that comes to the part when it comes to the media sensationalizing stereotypes. It's because the stereotypes benefit in people in the country, and those people who are benefited by the stereotypes want. How many South Africans, how many people are in hospitals because they were stabbed? How many muggings have been done by How many murders have been done by South Africans on South Africans? Because we need to drive a stereotype. So we are going to look for that one evidence where a Nigerian raw a South African, and now Nigerians, there are about, I don't know, there might be 1 million Nigerians. One of them was a robber. Now all the other 9 are robbers too. So let's kick them all out. Robberies do we see being castigated by South? Just a secluded case. It's just the example that we are using today. I have nothing against. It's happening in almost every African country. I have seen that in Kenya. I allow black people to enter. They had to queue on a separate Nigeria with the Chinese mall, with the Chinese neighborhood. Not really like it's a secluded case for South Africa. To actually reason at all. One Somali boy stabbed other boys. That's true. But does that carry the stereotype that now Africa or are you transferring the stereotype from one? We had them singing and chanting and calling the foreigners dog. I'll keep reminding the South Africans, they are not foreigners. They are people in there. Whether I go to Tanzania, whether I go to DRC, whether I go to Burundi, I'm an African. You singing F you, the foreigners. It's the same I'm going to tell you. Are not even real. They are just administrative lines that administrative and to make it easier for the colonials, master Africans. That's why I might hear South African, Kenyan, the lingua is almost. We just disperse because of war, because of some disagreement. Some Africans just had the spirit of adventure and wanted to, because of sibling disagreements. I want you again to look at body leading the Operation Dudula. Operation Dudula, you are not gonna see it. But the ones who are actually doing the actual damage on fellow, it is that demographic. And money, if they had something else to do, if they had something better to do, they wouldn't be better to do. They probably don't have jobs, so they are so idle fighting their fellow Africans. And instead of them actually go fight the masters who are responsible for their situation, they are building and fighting. Now they are fighting it. A third of South Africans do not have employment. You can't to even walk around. But instead of us focusing on who has really responsible for the condition, that easier to fight our fellow brothers who, that is South African mads.
No police in sight.
Even with the owner,
our community.
but it's not your role.
Our community, we have to stand and for even for these kids to a step here.
This is mob justice.
We're trying people who are foreign nationals are respecting us. And the next one.
What they say is notorious for drug dealing.
It's where, yes, it's where they buy drugs here. White, but no foreigners. The foreigners are selling, but our people.
Tell me, what hope do you have?
The government will end up getting them out.
These people are so Africa. The people behind this are so shallow-minded. It's actually funny. Sometimes it's hard to understand how somebody. Instead of asking the government to create more employment opportunities for them, instead of stealing so much, instead of asking Ramaphosa to at least money for development, he's asking the government to deal with not foreigners for once. I don't know how they don't understand this. You can steal as much as you want, but want them. And I swear you are never going to find another this for the house Negro and the field Negro and the house Negro story. This right here, how with this lady right there, who think that because they are as rich as they are, and they fear that the field Negro is going to have fortune, which they don't even have a share in. So the house Negro look himself, why am I poor? And I'm poor because of this field Negro, so I'm gonna my master. Anyway, it's never going to get more shallow-minded than this in and I wish BBC was driving a stereotype, but it is not. He can't be named as one of the best media houses, but not even lying. It is not even exaggerating. It's saying things, doubting this. This is a documentary from 6 months ago, but it's so translated in the just concluded South African elections. Same person who period when South Africans have been going through one of their most coups. Who did they vote second? You already know who came second. And what person who was asking, demanding that the land to the native South Africans. Imagine if the lands were returned to the Africans, South Africans not being, and a big shout out to Doreen Migale who's with me. Imagine if the lands, the settlers were to return, the third are unemployed. Of course it would. That's more self-employment. But I think he did not even garner 10% of the. They ended up voting for the one who had looted them dry. They do not have a problem with the white foreigners. They do not have a problem with anyone who is black. That is why I'm calling it black on black hate. It's loathing. It's what BBC with no basis at all. It's just a hatred. It is just
that he has problem. He has to make sure that he come to us, and it's what we're hoping that tomorrow it won't be.
You've seen members of Dudula attack people and intimidating them, and even physically.
We do lose emotions, but it's not that we're saying we don't promote violence at all. We don't.
There'd been a recent Dudula attack at this market.
Yeah.
Well, you lead the way.
Yes.
All right.
Meet Annie, who's a campaigner for migrant rights.
These guys are on edge for whatever might happen.
Market's been here.
It's
And only recently did South Africans try to reclaim it.
Clothing is a very lucrative business. Hello. I'm fine. How was things going? Those guys from the Dula was here when they tried to take your stuff.
Yeah. We won't do it. Yeah, it's okay.
People are.
So you're saying that someone is willing to speak to us?
Yeah. He's.
A chase?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not going to show your face.
When was this?
On Sunday.
What did they do to the clothes?
We put it
On the gutter.
and wash it.
You haven't been able to make.
In here, two. Here,
this brother is not even employed. He had selling clothes. He had found an opportunity there, but now they thought that because clothes themselves. Do you get how shallow-minded this is? It's beyond jealousy. It's stupidity and insanity. Anybody, he had gone, bought clothes, and he was just trying to make a living. How is this brother saying not having a job? Take your rage to the people responsible. This borders insanity. You combine the two, you're gonna find this is what you're gonna get. It's laughable. Whichever way you.
They say when they were shooting and
They
attacking.
say, off. We must. We are South Africa.
They were wearing the t-shirts. Have you your passport or your? Yeah.
I'm a citizen here.
Oh, you are a citizen.
Yes.
You're a citizen.
They didn't. I never see a country treating people like. Good me, I'm doing illegal thing. But now I'm not doing illegal thing. I cannot pay my rent. So I want to go. It's too much.
He has a very good point. If I'm doing something illegal, deport me. South Africa selling drugs, jail him, deport him. South Africa doing crime, jail him, deport him. Uganda dealing drugs, jail him there. Doing something illegal, but now, how is you making some doing nothing illegal? He even has citizenship of the same country. He is in his own motherland. How is now the women who destroy clothes? How did that make their life better now? Did they now get destroyed his business? Get better? Are the leaders stealing less? Disparity between the rich and the poor, the black and the whites in South Africa become. Come on, we have to. Stop reasoning in a laugh. Africa who watches and sees these.
Thank you for your time. It's very older men who are right, who are talking about being victimized, who've been here a long time, but are being harassed. I come from a township. I still have family, who are impoverished and who are in the township. It's feel good enough to victim.
Zandile Dabula Dudula, and one of its founding members.
Hello. And we'll just be here. Yeah.
She helps to coordinate all across South Africa.
Okay. And
journalist.
we're just going to be here for maybe like about 2 hours to learn more about her.
We've been in long negotiations. Dudula people are still clearly suspicious.
So right now,
Now
the
we're getting
tip-offs.
the tip-offs.
Mhm.
Then we check who's the owner.
Right.
We're being filmed the whole time.
Is this the Dudula WhatsApp line?
This is a
How does it
Dudula
work?
with these numbers
Okay.
to say if you know of a specifically that foreign nationals are living in, let us know the exact place. Then we will come through.
In South Africa. It's a house that South African citizens are issued for. They cannot afford their own home, as Uzandile has just mentioned.
Responses.
It's a lot of
and
responses.
see, it's a lot of responses. the house, the particular house, and wanting to know how they manage. The husband is from Swaziland and the wife is from Lesotho. We'll check that one.
Are these messages coming from all over the country? We've gotten a lead on an RDP house that has foreign nationals living.
So once we get the information, Solomon sent the message to find out who lives in the house, how long have they been living there, whilst I check on the system of the property, so that when we go there, we know.
I'm calling a member of
I'm
Tudula
calling a
in
member
Springs.
of Tudula in Springs. Khuluma no SG. Uyangizwa? Inyana nje ukuya lapha extension 3. Okay, akuna stress. Oh, but anyways, because in a driver, it's in brief. So if you check out who, yeah, because ERDP foreign, ne? Yeah. But lo muntu loyo. Yes. Sikipe. All right. Okay. Sharp.
You told her to take it off.
Because foreign nationals, when they just see, there's trouble. So we don't want them to be suspicious that there's them to give out as much information as they can. They to Dula, and we're now here to work on that house.
Okay.
Here's my banner there. You have a banner? Nah, yeah. Good morning. Hey, Johnny.
The voice on the end of the phone just now, and one of Zandile's.
Uti, why did you put the banner here?
I always put the banner.
Why?
Put whoever. Oh, yeah, they must know Guti Tutula is here.
So this is to.
This place is full of foreigners, which is not fair, really. This is. This is where I cook.
Okay.
Yes. These are the students. Okay.
We are in Timakato's kitchen where she works out of.
One person in this whole operation, they're calling it Operation Dudula, who's not black. All black, they are all of the same skin color, they are all the looks like they are the only blacks, they're the only ones who get affected by. It's because they are poor, as I say, most of them are poor. The other people that you saw in the video with machetes and all. And I do understand that they are mad because they are poor. I do understand that. Somebody who's seen it firsthand, I do understand that it's out of anger and frustration because of that you are directing your anger towards the wrong people. You're directing your anger for being poor to people. Maybe you are poorer than them. As you are, they are as unemployed as you too. Job, but that Nigerian brother does not have a job too. Most of them are traders, most of them are entrepreneurs, most of them are people initiatives. So how is you business going to make you as grow, which you don't have. You don't even have that small business. You are there because you don't have any hope. You don't have creation that is coming from poverty. It is coming from a poverty. Probably slept hungry last night, and you see you think he's eating what I should be eating, but he's not eating what you to eat. But it was eaten by somebody else who you and blaming this other one who's eating and is not even. How about both of you eat? But for these brothers, it's easier for them to. That Ghanaian trader hawker in the. And I do not understand how him selling job. He does not have a job too. Get the connection. Maybe Doreen can help that brother who's selling clothes and you who is not responsible for a third of you not having. How is Zuma dry right, but not a Zimbabwean selling clothes in the streets with Ramaphosa and not okay with a street hawker just because they're from another country in the. How is it okay? It baffles me. Even if I was to take it, they now will argue that Zuma is our person, is our people. So is the Ghanaian. So is the Ugandan. That right there is every day. But how the leaders who loot your country dry, how you see a problem with Malema when he tells you to us, you told him to shut up and he did. Have a problem when a fellow African who is as poor as you are, maybe poorer. Most of them are not even illegal migrants, and there is no way you can be an illegal, and you can't be. But even if you were to look at it from that man who used to sell clothes, the Nigerian one, he was saying he even votes in South. So how is he a foreigner though? How is he a foreigner? In as much as frustrations born out of poverty, this is disparity, economic disparity, the gap South Africans being so wide that you will look of one section of South Africa with the best buildings, with the best, and then you go to look at another one and wonder how am I. In as much as the disparities there, they are not. You see the anger that you have, it's understandable. The right people. That is going to make changes. Trust me, that is. But this won't. Kick away everybody from South Africa. It's not gonna get any better. For every other African country, you can kick away everybody. It's not gonna get better. That's not gonna make the leaders not loot. That's not gonna elephant project type of loans. That's not gonna make the world economically imperialize you. President less of a puppet. It is anger towards the wrong people who you are suffering with. Those Ghanaians in the streets, those Nigerians. Try talking to him today. See if you can get access. Actually talk to him before you are lifted by his security. The tribe and the fellow African with you. Now you carry machetes and try to kill him. And you've killed quite a few. Has the situation increased? Are there more jobs now? Yes. Are you now? Come on.
Cafeteria here at this college, but she also cooks on the streets and are also living with drug addiction.
Now, some of those kids now are choices that they want to be on the streets. They can't get jobs. They are frustrated to smoke. I feel for them. And he's a drug addict.
Africans who have gone to school, have all the papers, and are doing weed and everything, and they do not secure employment. I feel for them. I genuinely feel for these women, who are South Africans who do not have a way out. But they have to realize that this is not the way out also. The same way that you did that for how many years before you were granted, just gave it to you. They didn't even give it to you. The same with that never worked. It's the same with this is not gonna work. Those who do not have employment will not get employment by you. It's not going to make anything better. Not the same leaders since 1994, the same party vote it again. Not this, not that. All know this. Angry, and that is a good thing. It is one thing for people to be oppressed and angry. It shows that you're not actually know that you're supposed to be living in a better way. You actually know exporters in the world, they have the most gold deposits. Very rich country. It's one thing that you know that and you are angry. That is direct your anger to the right people. For once, channel, and you see how that is gonna work. Responsible for your situations, and you see how that is gonna work.
He started when he was 14 years old. Got injured. This is when he got banned.
I'm sorry. What happened?
He said, to smoke actually. Then he went out cable. Then not knowing that by that time They
Wow.
fast-tracked him. And this is him.
Exactly, he's smoking?
He said he smokes. What is it? Crystal? Nyaupe? Dacha?
I'm so sorry.
Because he wasn't born like this. Body, you know? Then I don't know what one. To tell you the truth,
One's pain, I feel her pain. It's one thing to be poor, but it's one rich thing to be poor. It's one thing to not eat while you're not eat the all of you. Like, for example, in other African eating all of them apart from maybe a few politicians here and there. So it's that thing when you don't eat but your neighbor is eating. So you have to feel her pain. Feel her pain, seeing her son in that he had no other way of getting an income apart from tables and he was burnt. You have to feel her. Watching this for a mother, for South Africans, and the rage. But as I said, now the problem is the anger, the rage. People, it's not the Nigerians who are responsible for his son. Ghanaians who are responsible for it. It's the, you all, but you. I don't know if it's deliberately. I don't know if it's not reasoning. You direct the anger towards anything. In fact, it's making things worse because it's taking away accountable for your son having a job, you having better living conditions. You taking away them and transferring it to other fellow saying you hate foreigners, but those are not foreigners. Those are fellow Africans in there. They are not the ones responsible for your situation. Being directed towards the wrong people. It doesn't matter how you slash down with machetes. It's not gonna make thing did not give you independence.
I hate foreigners and the seeing your son like this. I just pick and go and leave your country. Let's just leave our country. Our kids have turned into zombies. It's all because of them.
You know, you said you hate foreigners.
Most he will tell you. Because to do like that's the only thing that keeps me going. I have hope. So again,
Just a few meters away from the high street. Understandably, no one wishes to be on.
Small change ayikho into enginayo ukudla.
I will go there right now.
Okay, sharp. Sure. Okay. Sure.
You don't think that is to peddle drugs in our communities, even without the people you.
Yeah.
They should be asking themselves. So they are saying South Africans are claiming that it is the foreigners who peddle drugs. Do you think that now because those foreigners are not even, I'm not even gonna say they're not the big fish. I don't think they are even fish at all. South Africa, do you think the Nigerians import the drugs, the heroin that you see in the streets? Do you think those poor foreign African brothers that you see dealing drugs in the streets of South Africa, do you really believe that? And do you think by the big barons who dealing drugs, because apparently the Nigerians are all dead or they have been kicked out to run as usual? Nothing is gonna change by you people who I cannot even consider fish. I'm not gonna call them small fish. Responsible for the drugs are the people at the top, the people you should be going for, importing the drugs in there. Those are the people who are responsible for you not having all your predicaments. But apparently, it is easier for you to skip in the streets. So in as much as you want, there's no way you understand her reasoning. There's no way you understand how these people reason, because it doesn't add up. Angle you look at it, I told you it borders insanity, and you're gonna get this type of reasoning. It is the type of people who are eating leftovers. If I kill this brother, I'm gonna have more leftovers to eat. So leftovers to eat. Why not go for the one giving you? I think I had Keith join. If I'm not, how are you doing, Keith?
I'm doing good. So what's the conversation about? About South Africa or something?
Xenophobia and the black on black in Africa, not just in South Africa. It's very real. You go to, yeah.
What thoughts about the black on black? What now?
Yep. And
he says about black on black something.
Yeah, the black from South Africa that was done by the BBC on how the xenophobia in South Africa is really, really, especially. And I wish, in as much as BBC drives narrative and wrong, they are 100% correct on how South Africans actually hate fellow black voting. You saw that it was translated well even in the election. So
Well,
who came saying
that's their ignorance. They keep talking about, they mad about people coming into South Africa because we're the most developed, but you live in shacks. You don't benefit. You don't own any of the economy. So Juice Molina's right. What are they taking away from you? You don't own shit. They're not taking away nothing from you. These other Africans, you don't own anything. The nice things that you talk about being developed, you don't own it. You don't own none of it.
The house. It's the house Negroes thinking,
yeah,
their master is rich. Now they are rich also by extension.
Exactly.
So they think that they are rich too. Big shout out to Jiba Jaba and
they will, but it won't be like this. You know, it's like
okay, this is what
everyone, whoever wants to go
the country is developed.
Sell it to.
Take that down real quick, Demore. Take that down just real quick. Let me share something. Just put that on hold. Take that down real quick for me. Now, this is what I'm talking about. You don't got the right to be indignant as you are, but this is where you still live today. Okay, let's make sure you understand this. Let me share my screen. Oops, share my screen, the wrong button. You're being indignant, hating other Africans, and saying you're better than other Africans when you live in these conditions right here. These are your conditions. This is the shit you live in. This shit right here. That shit right there. And I've been, like I said, I've been to them. I cried. This is the shit you live in today in South Africa. And you're saying other Africans are dying to get in and move into this shit right here. Okay? Here's what you're saying. You said other Africans are dying to live in this shit right here. Okay? They're dying to live in this shit. This might be a little better one. But this one's a little bit better, but still fucked up. This is a little bit better. It's not as bad. All right? This was not as bad. It's got some kind of housing all shoved together and fucking shanty conditions. But most of the motherfuckers look like this. I'm just doing this all over the country. See, what is life like in a South African township? Look at this shit here. They said other Africans are dying to live in this shit here. Okay? Now the white man has never torn none of this shit down. Now I want you to understand, South Africa is an advanced country, but not for the black people there. It's a developed country. I don't think the rest of the country looks like this. White people don't live in none of this shit. White people don't live in this shit. See, only black people allow themselves to be living and suffering and blame other black people for their suffering, right? Look at this shit here. Now I'm gonna show an image of where white people. I go all over the country. I can use Cape Town. I can use Pretoria. You know, South Africa is twice the size of Kenya. South Africa is twice the size. Kenya is about half the size of South Africa. That's how big it is. So it's about twice the size of Kenya. But, you know, this is where the black people still live in these conditions like this, right? This is how racist. You imagine a country so racist that it won't even built up everything for white people. This is how they live. So they say these black foreigners are coming to steal their shit. Nobody's coming to live in this shit here. They're talking about this shit here. Okay, let me just say, let me do this.
He actually
a white
believes
neighborhood in Pretoria, South Africa. Let me show you the difference. No, not no shit. I said a white neighborhood, not no shit that should say the same bullshit. Let me say, a rich neighborhood in Pretoria, South Africa. I want to show. I just want to say neighborhood. I don't say rich. Just say white. So they're gonna change it. This is how the white people live in Pretoria, night and day. Okay, this is how the white people live. This is their neighborhoods. Looks like America, don't it? This is their neighborhood, and I'm telling you, it's nicer than a motherfucker. And I can say Cape Town. I can say Johannesburg. All through South Africa, this is the way the white people live. You see that? Looks like America. They don't live in them fucking shanty towns. This is where the white people, you say, why do white people leave? Why am I leave? I'm living in this. This is the same shit Demore showed you with that city. And are you in city in Kenya? Go ahead, Demore.
Africans think that they are not living like this because of the Nigeria.
Yeah, the Nigerians are their fault. So you go again. Wealthy cities are going to be right there. That's South Africa. See, it's nice. They're going to say, this is the problem. Look at this. The Nigerians are stopping us from living like this. You know, living like this where it's South Africa, living like this in South Africa. I don't even want to say rich. I want to say white. Because if you say white, they won't show you no more. They keep trying to hide shit now. All white people live like this in South Africa. Go ahead.
But that is the same in South Africa. White and rich is the same.
Yeah, that's the norm. Exactly. That's the norm. Exactly right. Exactly right. So this is your. So that's probably Cape Town. Okay, that's Gudesburg, wherever that's at. This is Johannesburg. So they show you all over the country. This is Johannesburg. Nice pool. This probably going all the way down to Cape Town, but everywhere. Pretoria. So they got neighborhood after neighborhood. This Pretoria, whole different city than Cape Town. Look, see, this how white people live. Okay, that's how they live. Like go Cape Coast, they give you all these places. Out of Glen Vista suburb, wherever the hell that's at, that's probably near Cape Town. They got gorgeous. That's how they live. They're not living in the shacks, Jack. This probably Costiana, whatever the hell this is at. I don't know the neighborhoods of all the cities of South Africa. They show you all these neighborhoods. This is where white people, Indian. Let me say also the Indian. Where the Indian lives at. Okay? Where the Indian, the white man and the Chinese live at. Okay? That's where they live. This is where they live. All this shit right. Okay, let me go back. But they damn sure don't live. All right. Get out of this. Let me get out of that. They damn sure don't live. There we go. All right, shows again. I said
it's saying that majority of Indians in South Africa.
Say it again, Demore. You want the majority Indians do what?
And most of the Indians live in.
Live in what? Live in what?
The city of Durban.
Oh, Durban's beautiful.
Yep.
That's old Zulu kingdom. It's beautiful down there. I've been there. Beautiful. Durban's beautiful. Beautiful beaches.
That's where they.
I didn't know that. I know that's where the majority live at. So they did. That means they did it on purpose. They brought them to the Zulu kingdom. That's no African kingdom. That was the Zulu. That's part. Durban was part of the Zulu kingdom. Durban was part of the Zulu kingdom, so they put them. Okay, I see what they did. So they wanted to take down the majority of the black people there because that was the old Zulu kingdom that fought the European tooth and nail. So they wanted to infiltrate them with other people. Okay, I get it. But yeah, they tell you, hey, you other niggas, stop trying to live in my shack. That perhaps we won't be able to unify with the people on the African continent. The colonization of the mind is our biggest. Yeah, some of them, not all of them. It's gonna take a long. It's hard. It's hard. South Africa had to come last. I tell you just as the rest of Africa develops, they'll be dragged along, kicking and screaming because they'll be fucked up. That's what you do. You do the ones you can, Byron. The colonization of Africa is real. It's thick. It's real. It's we're in the minority. The mind control, the religion. You see them when Joe was showing that put them dancing around their masters. Oh yeah, the black people South Africa dancing around that white man. Oh, they living in shacks. The white man's keeping them shacks, but I'm blaming Demore for my poverty. Demore, you no good bastard. You're the problem of my poverty. Bringing your ass in here. That's what, not the white man that's living so good, right? Not him. I thought I was gonna miss the whole show. I woke up early because I didn't get home till like 9 o'clock. I said to make the show, so I got up like at 3:30. I said there must be on about another hour, and I woke up an hour later. But yeah,
that they are angry. Kid, I was saying I'm happy they are angry because
they're angry about the ANC. Yeah, the ANC, but the ANC, but they don't know the ANC been completely taken up. But they do know. Wish I could share that video. I don't know how Joby shares these videos from
that I have with them is the only problem I have with them.
There's a video of a black guy from South Africa telling the truth.
Being angry is one thing.
Hold on. There's a video I've seen. So they do know what Byron's not talking about. They do know. Because there's a black guy talking about you white people think you're gonna take back over here, you out your mind. The Oppenheimers, you're not taking back over here. And they didn't, they completely denounced Nelson Mandela, said, we're not Nelson Mandela and all that stupid shit you did 30 years ago. There's never gonna be any white rule in here no more. There'll be complete revolution. I was happy to hear him say, you You white people, of course, you got a couple of our brothers all fucked up in the head. They're not the majority, but you'll never get ruled in here. So I was kind of happy about that. They know they know it's the white people.
The difference people from a country like Gambia is that living like that, and that is why they are angry. Nobody is angry in Gambia. Nobody is angry in Uganda, but those ones are angry. They know that
we South Africans
now
it's all out of our country.
It's all about taking their anger towards the right people. And Big Cheese is saying, we South Africans want you Kenyans out. Big shout out to
And the funny part about the Big Cheese, that's how ignorant Kenyans and the South Africans were, because the South Africans about 1,000 years ago came directly from that Kenyan area. So they're really the same people. That's how bad history is taught to them. Kenyans and that's why I showed you that the guys from Swaziland wanted the Kenyans and the Ugandans to come. Well, they say any African, but they say they preferred the Kenyans and the Ugandans to come down to Eswatini and get 2 or 3 wives and shit, because they know where they came from 1,000 years ago. They know they're the same people. The Kenyans might not know. The goopy South Africans might know. At least the Eswatinis, they know. That's where when they traced their lineage back, they started there and just migrated further. It's not any further south, it's further north. It's really South Africa is in North Africa, because it's no good bastard flipped the map. Shout out to Dr. Mumbai, finally figured it out. I said, fam, they flipped the map in your mind. That's how wicked this beast is. You think South Africa's in the south. No, it's in the north. It's the northern part of Africa. But anyway, Egypt is in the south, but they flipped the map in your mind to gain power. But anyway, at least they do know. Well, they tell you, come to Eswatini, get yourself 3 wives and a house. Remember they're telling you. So they tell Demora, get your Kenyan ass out of here. And Joby go down to get her husband. So what are you doing down here, gal?
As much as you are breaking kids, because I can't. You are break.
Well, you know what I'm breaking, because the internet is so bad.
It's the Nigerians' fault. It has to be the Nigerians.
The internet is just so damn bad this week. It's that cut cable, Demora. The internet in Africa has been so bad this week, you can't somehow. They're talking about when they cut the cable down there, that the cable hasn't been fixed. Because what are you doing now? Are you using data right now, or are you using the studio internet? Because both of them are fucked up. What? Yeah, they both work. They both bad. So, exactly. That's why you can't hear me.
If I was in South Africa, I would be blaming them.
You blame Nigerians for your internet being fucked up. So, they mad about the Nigerians. The Nigerians go to South Africa and become successful. That's what they're mad about. Because the South Africans haven't been taught entrepreneurship and how to succeed. They're mad at the Nigerians. They come from nothing. They go to South Africa and they start making businesses. And they get mad about that, because a lot of the Nigerians, Nigerians not doing drugs and scams. What they're doing is they go and they start businesses. So they're mad about that. And then they also mad about, George Liz right, it's not the Nigerians. It's the Zimbabweans they mad more about. I told you, they mad about the Zimbabweans. I keep telling people that it's not the Nigerians as much. It's the Zimbabweans. They're mad about the Zimbabweans, because Zimbabwe was, you gotta understand, you guys know, Zimbabwe was in the same situation South Africa was in. At one time, Zimbabwe was very developed, because what? You had white people there. It was called Rhodesia, them in Zambia. Not no more. They haven't really developed in 30 years since they kicked the white people out of there, right? Still got white people living in Zimbabwe. A lot of them just don't want to leave, but the development stopped because the black people got their lands back. But the Zimbabweans are highly educated. South Africans are not. So when the Zimbabweans go down to South Africa, they feel a certain total way because you guys will know Zimbabwe is on the border of South Africa. No, these countries are like states for us. The biggest states, right? So it's like you move from state to state, but the South Africans hold so much angst and victory off of Zimbabwe because Zimbabweans are smarter than hate Zimbabwe. See, Zimbabwe hasn't developed, bro. Let me see. Images of Harare. It hasn't developed in 30 years, so it looks the same. Images of Harare, Zimbabwe. Oh. Images of Harare, Zimbabwe. So, still a nice city, but it hasn't developed. So it's still let me share my screen. So it's still a halfway decent city, but it hasn't developed. Let me share my screen. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. So this is Harare, right? Zimbabwe. It's been in a time warp like this for the last 20 years, 25 years. Since they took the land back, Harare has not really developed, right? It still looks like this. So you're talking about a country that was developing because of that white people in it, right? Harare. This Harare, Zimbabwe. Okay? One time it was very, very developed. But when the black people start saying, fuck the development, let's get the shit that belongs to us, all the development stopped in this country. So, right? You back, Demore? They might be back.
Yep.
Okay, so this is Harare.
I think
so
my Wi-Fi is better now because I can hear you clearly now.
So, what are you using now? Your Wi-Fi?
Yep.
Okay, so this is Harare. And so 25 years ago, when the black people start getting their land back, of course, they put sanctions on Zimbabwe. So a lot of Zimbabweans started going to South Africa because their economy was collapsing on purpose. The Maoris always laughs about their currency. That's on purpose. The white man, see, unlike African people, the white man knows he's the same globally. So when you do what they don't want you to do about getting shit back that they stolen from you, you're dealing with a psychopath. So the whole white world comes down on you. So the whole white world came down on Zimbabwe, and so it stopped their development. Because like I said, Zimbabwe at that time had the #1 schools in Africa, very developed country. Now 25 years, it's been put in a state of ruin. So a lot of Zimbabweans just went south to South Africa, and South Africans started to feel a certain way. You call it motherfucker look just like you. And let me tell you, the same tribes that are in South Africa are also in Zimbabwe. So they're not even different people. Technically, even with that tribal shit, they're the same people, right? But they got mad about the Zimbabweans because Zimbabweans are highly educated and South Africans are not. So they felt a certain way because the Zimbabweans did take shots at, man, you South Africans are stupid. So they felt a certain type of way, right? They felt a certain type of way. So it's more so. I'm gonna tell you now. Nairobi's gonna start being developed. You know why? Because the white people moving in there. So let's see images of Nairobi's gonna get even more developed. I hate to say it, but let me see. Images of Nairobi, Kenya. Now, so
I went that
let me go
at
ahead.
least the South Africans are ranking.
Okay, now this
towards the right people.
Yeah, let me share. Yeah, but at least
The thing that scares me with South Africans kid is that whole life they do not fight; they only sing and dance.
Yeah, they sing and dance.
That's the only time. The only time they carry weapons
against other black people.
When they were kicking out Nigerians, they had machetes and
When they kick other black, when they go after other black people,
business.
that's global. That's global.
But when it's
that's
that's
global.
never fight for anything.
We
The
never
only
fight.
time
They fight against other black people.
Penguins.
Yeah, they don't fight against the Indians, the Chinese that are there. White makes definitely not the white man that's there. Exactly, it's always black on black crime. It's always other Africans. So you're right. So I'm telling you guys now, they're about to develop. They about to develop this country. They about to develop this city here. You see Nairobi? Now what they're gonna do? They're gonna gentrify Nairobi unless the Africans stop it. They want to bring a bunch of more. They want to bring a bunch of white people up here that would now raise the cost so regular Africans cannot afford to even live in their city of Nairobi anymore. Okay, that's the whole plot. Because they want to make Nairobi their African capital. They feel like the Nairobians, they feel like the Africans in Kenya are just docile enough that they can take shout to Dr. Mumba. I figured it out too. That they can take over Nairobi and make this the Europeans' capital and rule Africa from Nairobi. That's why the UN is coming.
Yeah, the UN, they just donated to build some structures in Nairobi. They were given somewhere in Nairobi. They are coming. That's true.
That's why they're coming. They want to rule. They want to rule. They figure that Kenya is enough of a puppet state because they're starting to lose Africa now. Too many Africans are waking up, so they need to be there on the ground. They feel like Nairobi's their best puppet state they got between Nairobi, Nigeria, and Ghana. They feel like Kenya's even more of a puppet state than even knows. It's a little bit more stable, but they can take complete control of it again, and just really control it. So they want to build their right control of the continent in Nairobi. That's the plan. So the Africans don't wake up in Kenya. But you're gonna see they're moving. Demore always showed you them. Always showed you those houses. They always showed you those that whole UN shit that's being built. It don't look like no shanty towns. Cracker ain't gonna live in those shanty towns with you. So since he's moving in Nairobi, he's gonna develop it. That's the old trick of Europeans on us. Yeah, he allows the small immigrant black group to have a little more than the native black group. Exactly what they do. Exactly right. That's what they do. Exactly right. It's global. Exactly right. Big Cheese. That's what he does. He comes and allows a new minority group to benefit. So your anger goes to that minority. That's the same scam they're using us in America. That same thing you got the Tariqs and the Jason Blacks talking about. These other niggas coming taking over our jobs and do it. That's the oldest scam, but you see it, Big Cheese. Most black Americans don't see it. Most South Africans don't see it. So they hate on other black people. So it causes that division amongst black people. You immigrants come from Africa and the Caribbean, come here taking our jobs and shit. What jobs? Black Americans don't own shit no more thanks to your MLK bullshit. At least the South Africans are talking about Nelson Mandela, punk ass. How many goddamn Americans are talking about MLK, fuck ass? And that fucking MLK shit you was sold. Where you got all your jobs and want to integrate. A lot of you started to figure, integration didn't work for us. Nah, dummy. Because we had our own businesses because we did have apartheid. And that was best. I have to tell you, that was better for black people to be separate. White people got mad because we were separate, because we, by ourselves, thrived. Said the same as Secretary of State Africa is the next better. Of course. It's really the only battleground, Jibba Jet. It's not even the next, it's the only battleground. Once the white man, the Asian found out about Africa and the wealth, it's been the only battleground for the last 500-600 years because they were all poor. Africa's been the only battleground. Since the Africans were caught in ignorance, they've been kept in a perpetual state of ignorance. From father to son, mother to daughter. Now been allowed to actually get a true education. And saying, this is other Africa. But the Kenyans are not as xenophobic as the South Africans. Because if you guys don't realize, Kenya has just as many other Africans from all over Africa, probably more than the South Africans do. But it's not a perpetual state of hate. But you got the Kenyans hating on that. You got the Somalis there like you got in South Africa. But I think in Kenya you got more Africans. You got the Somalis, you got the South Sudanese, you got the goddamn the Zambians there. You got Rwandans in Kenya. You got Ugandans in Kenya. You got goddamn Tanzanians in Kenya. But you don't see the xenophobic.
We have hundreds and hundreds of Burundians in Kenya.
You got Burundians.
He's probably a Burundian.
I ain't know they ain't got Burundians in Kenya. They got Burundis. They got every. So listen, Kenya has got I think Kenya has got, to me, just as much, because I know South Africa has got Congolese, it's got Mozambicans, it's got Zimbabweans, it's got Botswanans, it's got Nigerians, it has Namibians, it has Zambians, Congolese. Those are, so Kenya's got just as many other Africans in Kenya, but you don't hear the patriarch. You don't hear the Kenyans say, it's the Zambians taking my job.
That's where IQ. It has to be the IQ now. I agree.
I don't hear the Kenyans say, it's the no good Ugandans taking my job. It's the Rwandans taking my job. It's the Central African Republican niggas taking my job. I don't hear that in Kenya. I'm telling you, got just as many Africans in Kenya as you got in South Africa. But I don't hear the vitriolic xenophobia. I don't hear the Kenyans blaming the other Africans for their plight. You might have a small minority, of course. That's everybody, but I don't hear the majority of Kenyans don't feel like that. I have not seen that. So
Mr. Emperor Providence is asking, Mr. Black.
Yes, it was
We've
crazy.
been seeing those xenophobic videos of South Africa.
What about the
that they are poor because they believe that they are poor. Instead of them directing their anger to the people who have made, instead of them being dry, they say at least Zuma is from our tribe.
They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything.
Is the one responsible.
Let me explain.
Problems.
Let me explain. Hold on, Mo, you chop again. South Africans didn't do. Okay, let me give you a history lesson. Emperor Providence. Let me get. Okay, you from South Africa? Good. Why is our country blamed? Let me. More black. We accommodate more blacks than. No, you don't accommodate more than goddamn Kenyan. You don't. You don't accommodate more black. That's your. You don't. Kenyans got more Africans in their country than you do. Sorry to tell you. Sorry, you don't. But anyway, let me explain to you. I've been to South Africa, so I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, many times. I'm not beating up on the South Africans. Okay, let me explain something to you, brother. Most of Africa that you guys hate freed you. You got free through other Africans, not through you niggas dancing in the streets and all that shit. That didn't free you. I hate to tell you. Your Soweto marches, that the white man didn't say, what? These niggas are dancing in the street. We feel sorry. Let me get you free. No, let me get some history that you never got and you're never going to get in South Africa. Angola went to war against South Africa. And I know you don't even know this. Angola went to war against South Africa. Okay? Angola went to war against the whites of South Africa. Southern African country. Let me tell you something. And I know you don't even know this, being in South Africa. And let me tell you what got you free. I'm going to show it to you. So Angola went to war, okay, with South Africa. The white man, not you. And then when they won, Angola won, beat the white man. He said, listen here. If you don't stop this apartheid, we're going to murder every white man, every white child, every white woman. We're going to come in and murder their ass. We're going to clean house. Okay? Let me tell you the little truth. I'm going to show you. This is the fact. I know in South Africa, you don't even know this. I don't think you got a lot of Angolans down in South Africa or not. You might do. I don't know about that. Because you're right. When I was in South Africa, I kept meeting more other Africans than South Africans at first. I'm not going to lie, I did. I was meeting all different kind of Africans. My first time there, I said, you South African? No, brother, I'm Congolese. No, I'm this. So that is true. But Nigeria and other Africans helped free South Africa. American blacks helped free you. It's called the divesting. I want you to look this up. My generation of Africans in college in America said divest now in white South Africa. We said divest. Same thing these white people do in America about Israel. They said divest in this country. Okay? So the divestment movement in America, along with boots on the ground, why they're using crime that already exists in our country as an excuse to participate in the same crimes. I don't know the crimes. I think crimes are a thing of poverty, brother. I'm not blaming South Africans, but they call us the criminals of America. I'm not blaming us. You're in poverty, so you're forced to commit crimes. I'm not talking about that old scam the white man uses about you being criminals. You've been forced to do crimes because you've been put in poverty on purpose. South Africans have been put in poverty. They've been put there. Like you said, we are who's free? We are told we are not free every day. You're still called, yeah, you're not free. You're colonized. All of Africa's colonized. Us in America, we're not free. We're not free in America. I'm not free in this bitch. All African people globally are not free. That's the dirty secret. None of us are free. And for nothing, none of us are free. We got sold out, and yeah, well, that was your Nelson Mandela shit. I'm glad you guys realized Nelson Mandela was never your hero. Nelson Mandela was a puppet of the Oppenheimers. Who I don't even believe that story, him being in jail for 24 years. I don't believe none of that shit. The whole Nelson Mandela story, like when I was going to South Africa, I had to educate the whole Nelson Mandela story is a lie. It's bullshit. That whole Nelson Mandela story is nonsensical. You've been in jail, but I'm on YouTube. I was just on the nigga. I would say, let's say Nelson Mandela was part of the LGBTQ before he went in to prison. Hit a white boyfriend. So these things, these South Africans, some of them know, a lot of them don't know, right? See, it's okay, man. It's okay. So, and you're right. You were sold out, and the ANC is a sellout group because the Oppenheimers back the ANC. So that's why nothing's changed. Since you've never been educated, the South Africans are what? Upset, and rightly so. You're supposed to be upset that things haven't changed for you. The white man doesn't intend for them to change. You're going, like I told people, you're going to become Zimbabwe, who you hate. You're going to take that land back and deal with the sanctions. You can deal with the sanctions. It's all right. You can deal with the sanctions. You can, Emperor. You can deal with the sanctions. You guys want to join? No, it's okay. You want to join? You want to come up and talk? I can send you a link. No, it's all respect. It's all love for me, brother. African people, for me, it's all love. It's not out of disrespect. I'm telling. I might be giving you some harsh truth because we've been all colonized by these wicked white people, and they are the same globally. Once we understand they're the same globally, right? Probably turn my lights on in here. They're the same globally, and so no, there's no hatred for any South Africa. I've been to South Africa many times. I get nothing but love. I know you, my brothers. I'm saying the ignorance, you think other Africans are your problem. They're not. That's what the white man does. He does it here in America. Okay, let me tell you what's going on here too also, Emperor. In America, you have black Americans now hating on other Africans coming from Africa and the Caribbean because they put that divide. They got us saying the same thing. Oh, these other Africans are hating on us and these other Africans are taking our jobs. What jobs? We don't own shit. What jobs they taking that the white man's not giving to them in America? We don't own shit. They destroyed us. So this is the same as Big Cheese said in the comments. He's correct. This is the same divide and conquer that they do globally. So you guys, the poverty in South Africa is evil. I want you to understand this. What the white people done in South Africa, here, everywhere they go, is evil. I think you guys' poverty may be more evil than even ours. Ours is evil. Yours is another form of just evil. And so now you've accepted that bullshit. Nelson Mandela told you this is a rainbow nation. It's not a rainbow nation. It's an African nation. And black people are supposed to be in power in South Africa. Black people are supposed to own the businesses in South Africa. You are a black country, not a rainbow country. Those people were brought in by the British. You're the majority. There's no rainbow. You got South Africans, even though we're a rainbow country. No, you're not. Your country has been taken over by wicked ass white people. Tell you this dumb shit Nelson Mandela was talking about. If it was a rainbow country, why don't you own a piece of the goddamn rainbow then? Well, where's my piece of the rainbow? What do I own in this rainbow? Since it's a rainbow country. It's a rainbow country. I'm the majority, but I don't own shit in the rainbow. Where's my damn rainbow at? Since I'm a rainbow country, where's my piece of the damn rainbow that I own and operate? Give me this euphemistic nonsense white people give you, that dumbass Nelson Mandela shit. Rainbow? Motherfucker, where's my rainbow then? What part of the rainbow do my people own and control? Since I'm living the rainbow, you tell me it's a rainbow, this rainbow dumb shit. Okay, cool. What part of the rainbow do my people own and control? That's what I want to know. What part of the rainbow my people own and control? What do we own? It doesn't make a difference. You just shy, brother. You can do any panels and talk, speak your mind. We want to know how you think. You got to be scared that it's all love here. It's all love. Nothing but love for me, for you. As an African, I know I'm the same as you. I know I'm in the same plight as you. I know the white man is kicking my ass on all continents. I know that. So if you being South African, wherever you at, I know our people have been Minnesota. The same thing happened in South Africa, brother. Believe me, it's the same thing happening in America right now on steroids. Oh, you found us again. Okay, brother. Yeah, I think you'll found it. You know they took down our other channel. The channel you was on, Nubian Pharaoh, they took down our other channel. They took it down. I'm glad you found it. Smart guy ain't been able to find us in Kenya because they took down that channel. I'm glad you've been able to find us on this one. But and look, Emperor, the brother right here used to live in South Africa. Nubian Pharaoh, he used to live in South Africa. He used to live there. He went back to Tanzania. Like I spent time in Tanzania, South Africa, of course, Kenya, but I need to understand African people too. So don't think I'm beating up on you, Emperor, bro. I see you as a brother. I swear to God, I see you as nothing but family. Because I'm telling you, the white man's done the same thing globally. He's doing it here now in America. You got a bunch of black people here. They don't even want to be Africans. They're talking about they're Indians. They're the original Indian in this motherfucker, right? You got a bunch of black people that are now, and I know it's a psyop. I know it's the white man doing it because it's all of a sudden because the Americans are trying to connect, trying to unite. And he's trying to pull it apart saying, oh, so you got these Africans in America. Oh, these immigrant Africans, they hate us. These immigrant Africans, oh man, they're taking our jobs. What jobs? African Americans, we don't own shit. They destroyed us. They blew up all our businesses when they gave us that other hero of ours, that fake hero, that Martin Luther King Jr. That's psyop. Same way they gave you Nelson Mandela's a psyop, they gave us another person, Nelson Mandela. Understand, when your enemy shout out to Sora Michelle over in Mozambique. When your enemy praises your leader, you know they sold out. So they praise. The white man praises Nelson Mandela. The white man praises Martin Luther King Jr. Now the black people are going to say, oh, when Martin Luther King Jr. figured out when he's about to die, he was wrong. Get out of here with that shit. He destroyed enough minds before they killed his ass. Him to figure out stuff. Because he was a plant. He's a plant amongst black people. That's why he's so big globally. Martin Luther King. No, our hero was Malcolm X, the house nigga and the field nigga, the real leader. See, they always give you a counterbalance. Like Nelson Mandela is a counterbalance to Stephen Biko of South Africa. Stephen Biko, who they had to murder because he was the real thing. Stephen Biko of South Africa, he was the real thing. They had to get rid of his ass, get him out of here. Nelson Mandela is the fraudulent. Like Malcolm X is our real one, and Martin Luther King Jr. is the fake one. They always bring you fake leaders. But no, I don't hate the South Africans. I'm going to tell you, other Africans are not your problem. They've kept you ignorant. These other Africans don't own shit. The white man owns everything in South Africa. Owns it and is still just as racist as shit in South. Racist as hell. And I think you South African brothers have sometimes kind of internalized this and said, well, they're white, they're supposed to talk to me crazy. Ain't nobody supposed to disrespect you, brother. In your own land, all these lies they tell you that black people, when I went to South Africa, I had white people tell me that black people wasn't there in Africa before they showed up. I said, listen here. Because they didn't know I wasn't South African. So I opened my mind. I said, you out of your motherfucking mind. You tell the South Africans this bullshit. This is Africa, moron. Africans have been here for millions of years. You white people showed up 2 days ago. So the idea that South Africa was inhabited by other Africans is loony as shit. It's crazy. So you talk that crazy shit to them. You won't talk that crazy shit to me. These are African lands and belong to Africans. You stole it. Now, everything has reciprocity and everything goes around in cycles. See, the white man thinks things are linear. They're not. Things work in cycles, guys. Africa's going to get that land back. You might have to go through some pain. Stop worrying. As we said, Brother Tepper from South Africa, you guys are worried about the sanctions. Fuck those sanctions. Fuck those sanctions. So what? You got to go through. If your grandchildren deserve to have the land that their ancestors came from, you goddamn right. Sanction me. So what? That's why, and I don't believe all you guys voted for them white people. I think they came in and stole those elections. I think they stole those elections. And brother, they stole. I was wondering what happened to other channels. Gladly you finally. No, we've been here. I told you guys to go to the network. I told you guys to go to the other channels because they're going to take us down for telling the truth. You know, Nubian, for any real truth. No, we never left. That channel they took down because it was a bigger channel. Us talking about Africans uniting and not division, the white man's monitoring this. He's going to take it down. He's going to take the channels down, Nubian. That's what I try to tell you guys. They're going to take, this one's starting to grow again. They're going to take this one down. That's what I told you guys. Make sure you subscribe. Look at my stream on the network. Make sure you guys go to www.blackoutfirenetwork.com so you know where we're at. Any real truth about bringing African people together is a threat to white power globally. So I try to tell the
Didn't they kick out? Didn't they? The last weekend, who was coming?
Yeah, they shut it down exactly. Like I was telling smart guy from Kenya. I said, brother, go here. They're gonna take these channels down. Now this one is starting to grow again. They know it. So this one's going to be going pretty soon too. This is growing again. I'm looking at the numbers. I said, uh-oh, it jumped out the algorithm. It's starting to grow. They're going to say no. I remember, I always understand their main objective to keep blacks separated. That's the power. Our unity is our strength. So like my brother from South, I have no argument with my brother from South Africa. He's family. I know Demore's family. I know this.
And
most Africans don't. Yeah, they never took.
And as we
So
come
get
to
it.
the,
They took
to
the
the
bigger
end of
channel down. With more truth than milk. Yeah, she was. Let me see. Aaron said, F sanctions. That yeah, they built most everything in the country. Exactly. Forget it. Don't worry about the sanctions. You guys got everything you need in South Africa. Take over the land. You got food. You got engineers. Start teaching people to be engineers. Build your own infrastructure. Stop thinking in South Africa you can't do it yourself. No, it has nothing to do with the words. They already looking at me, newbie. They don't have nothing to do with the words. Nothing to do with the words. We didn't did the word magic and try to offset the words. They still listen. We've had 20 channels taken down over the course of the last 3 years. 20 channels. You imagine that? 20 fucking channels. 20 taken down. No, it has nothing to do with the words, Pharaoh. So they know we're the real thing. As we start growing again, no matter what we say, because that last channel didn't have no strikes. They just took it down. This YouTube. So that's why I told you, go here. Stop worrying about them. Go to blackhighfirenetwork.com. Something. We have our own network. We're on there right now. Even though we're on YouTube, you got to build your own. Okay? You must build your own. Been shadow banned this channel for a long time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been shadow. All of them been shadow banned. Just go subscribe to this channel right now, but also look at the stream. It's telling you www.blackhighfirenetwork.com, or on your phone, go to the Google Play Store, right? Download our app, Black Hot Fire Network. See it streaming right there on the Google Play Store for free. Download the app and sign up to the app so you know whenever we get taken down, you know where we're at. But we're always going to be on the network. This show is also on the network. So on your phone, go to Google Play Store, download the free app. Hold on, let me see my phone. Hold on, right here. Let me see it's right here. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, guys. Let me show you. Free app right here. Give me a second on my phone. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me do this real quick. Give me 1 second. 1 second with damn app. Check out everything but that. Okay, we go.
On the network, I'm also going to be rewatching it after this because I haven't past 30 minutes. My network is so bad. I wasn't even here. So right. You can always rewatch it.
So I'm going to the network. There you go. So you guys see that? Let me take that. Okay, let me show you guys what it looks like. Okay, you guys see that? This is on the phone. This is the network. All right. Now I know Demore is on the network. Let me go where Demore would be at, right? So on the network, he's up. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Close the house. Give me a second, guys. Let me show my damn light. All right. Okay. Either way, okay, you got 2 ways you can watch us, right? So right now I'm on my phone, right? That's us on the phone. That's the website on the phone, right? That's the network. Now if I go here, hit this button here, right? It's gonna say show page right there where it says show. So I hit the show button. Boom. It's gonna take me there, but you're gonna need to go here. So go here. So go to the show page and see it's got Demore right there, right? On the network. See? See? It's got it right there. That's the show we're on right here. Boom. So you can always find us through our own app and website. See? So that's Demore right there. So when they take us down, guys, understand if you're on the network, also hold on, let me give you guys, let me see if can I share this thing? Hold on. Let me see, can I share this? I'm gonna share a link. We also, because with this, so if I do this, let me get out of this. Hold on, give me a second. Give me this real quick. Give me 1 second tomorrow. Give me a second. Go to the app, guys. Let me see here. Let's see. You can lie. That sounds pretty good. I got some avocado and salad. Enjoyed a lot. It has been a long while. Yeah, because I tried to tell you, Farrah, they're gonna take us down, brother. Yeah, you make me on. That sounds good. Like I told you, brother, they were gonna take it. And that same day we had you, smart guy, and you guys on it. That day, that channel went down. That channel was gone. After that show, that channel, the last show you was on with us, that channel went down right after that show. We had a young guy from Kenya and you and the other guy. It went down that day. That channel was gone. They took it down that day. I was like, damn, what happened to the channel? They took it down that day. So, also, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. 1 second. See if I can do this. Give me 1 second. Let's go here. Do this real quick. Let me do this. Let me see if I can put the WhatsApp chat room in there. This might help you. Job is usually better than this than I am. Let me see. Let me do this. How do I do this thing here? And how do I? Hold on. And damn, how the hell you do this thing? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how to add the damn WhatsApp chat link. I always forget how do you add this link shit. Link. Okay, invite. Okay, here we go. Let me copy the link. Okay. Now you guys hit this link. I'm about to get you guys inside the chat room. Hold on. Now you guys also hit this link right here. This also joins our WhatsApp page where we talk. Let me see. I won't let me. Okay, paste. Okay, enter. Okay, you guys grab that link I just put in there. Grab that link and join us on our WhatsApp chat room. So that always keep you knowing when each channel goes down. But like I said, we got the network. Just go to the network too. But if you want to talk, because we're always talking throughout the day, right? So just click that link and join right there. You guys comments. So exactly, we're telling too much truth, Lorraine. When we tell the truth, we get destroyed. I've lost in the beginning when they didn't know I had big numbers, but as you guys are starting to pick back up, every time it takes maybe 7 months to 8 months, a new channel starts picking back up. So I know this is picking up. They're gonna take it down. They won't have any strikes or any problem, is that we're just teaching African people. So they're gonna come and take it down. They'll just remove it. I'll come back one day and this channel will be gone. That's the last channel we had with Nubian Pharaoh, and everybody was coming back. I said, oh, they're gonna take that channel down. And that same night they took that shit down. So make sure you go to our network and hit that link I sent in the chat room. Hit the link so you know whatever new channels we're on. Because we're not just on YouTube, okay? Maybe we're on Rumble, we're on TikTok, we're on Twitter. Our Twitter count is crazy. It won't even grow. They won't show it even growing over there on Twitter. We'll have 1,000 people on a live and nobody joins nobody follows the page. So wherever you go at, just type in for Facebook, it's the same, Black Eye Fire Network. Twitter is the same, Black Eye Fire Network. TikTok is the same, Black Eye Fire Network. Wherever you go, every social media, just type in Black Hot Fire Network. You'll find us. Whether on Rumble, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, type in something like that. If you can't find us, go to every social media platform. Just type in Black Eye Fire Network and something will pop up and you'll know it's us. We got some fraudulent people out there that try to, make their own Black Eye Fire Network, but you'll see the content and you'll know it's us, right? You'll know it's us. Give me 1 second. Let the more get out. Give me 1 second, guys. See if I can do it on it. Give me a second, guys. One second. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, okay. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen real quick. So I'm gonna show you. Whenever you guys say you can't find us. Okay. So this is let me share my screen real quick. Let me show you everywhere. My computer's slow as hell. Okay. Hold on, let me show you this. My computer's slow, so let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
Jiba is saying there's a preacher called Kid New.
I know, I see a pork chop preacher. I seen that when I looked up. I seen it. When I would name the channels, keep
must be
stop doing that. When I'm naming the channels my name, I seen that pork chop preacher shit. So okay, so let me show you guys.
That's your lost African brother.
Hey, my African brother talking that goofy shit. So okay, so you guys see here. So you guys see here. Okay, see my screen. So you see right now that me and Demore are live also right here on Facebook. See that? That's Facebook. So Black Eye Fire Network. You can't find us, go to the Facebook channel. Black Eye Fire Network. We still stuck at 13,000 forever. 13,000 followers, been on it like for 7 years. It won't ever grow because it's shadow banned. You can't find us. You can always find us here on Facebook. Okay, we're live on Facebook right now. See me and Demore live. Okay, you always find us on Facebook too. Whole channel on Facebook. Okay. Okay. You always also find us on Twitter. All right. Yeah, we can't even grow on Twitter. Let me see.
General Mosquito. Shout out to General Mosquito. General is always on Facebook.
Yeah, he's always on Facebook.
I'm sure he is on Facebook.
So you guys can always find us here on Facebook. You can't find us on the YouTube channel. Just go to Black Eye Fire Network radio station right here. Black Eye Fire Network radio station on Facebook. Okay? We're on Facebook too. That's us doing the show right now. Also, come to Twitter. Hopefully got me already logged in. Let's see here. I don't know if Demore's on Twitter today. I don't know if he's on there or not, but we came to Twitter. My internet's slow.
Twitter today.
I gotta do all this login shit. God damn it. Let's go to sign in with Google. I'm trying to do all this shit. Anyway, just go to the day. I'm not gonna try to sound this computer. Forget it. Let me go just say, let me go, hold on. The hell is that? Kenyan Cast. Hold on, let me see my phone. The username is at Mr. Black. Mr. Right. One. Next. Well, anyway, that I don't know what happened. I don't want to, but just go to there. Shit, I'm not gonna try to log all in all that shit. Should take all damn day trying to log in all that shit. But let's all social media platforms. It's the same. So if you ever lose us, oh, go ahead. You know, you got a Twitter account. I go to all that old crazy shit. But if you go to the network itself, right, www.blackoutpowernetwork.com, or just download the app, you know where we're at. Go to the Twitter account, go to Instagram account, go to YouTube account. It's all the same. That shit do sound good eating. It's like that shit Joby was cooking last night.
Caught fire Twitter page. It can't load right now because of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you do it like that, I do. Yeah. I can do it on my phone too myself. If you guys go to if you guys just do this, I could just load it on my damn phone. I forgot. Go to Twitter page X.
With 100.
It goes down,
but they never follow.
And then one night now it's back at the 118. It was 130. When we start posting, everything was up to 130. It never goes higher than that. Goes back down. They never. But this is the.
We get 3,000 followers. We get 3,000 views and.
Yeah, you get 4,000 views and nobody follow. That's how you know you've been really shadow banned. So on Twitter, it's the same thing. That's the Twitter account, Blackout Fire Network. Okay. Go to Twitter. You can't find us anywhere else. Go to Twitter, right? That was Joby last night's show, right? So that's the Twitter account, Blackout Fire Network. But it never grows, ever. We got all this content on this shit, and it never grows. Never. We got all this damn content on there, and it never grows, ever. Ever grows. Damn, my phone. No, not that. I hit the wrong button. It never grows. All this damn content. That's how you know this is humanly impossible. All the content we got on every day, it never grows. That's humanly impossible. That's when you know you're being shadow banned for real, right? I'm going to show you guys something, too, that I know I'm being shadow, right? All this content every day. Articles, because the guy's back in the thing making articles every day. Every day, new articles. Every day, look at that. Every day. That Twitter account is active every day. Every day, there's new articles being written every day. Every day, the shows, the articles. You go to more right there. You go to more right to see articles. You'll see a bunch of articles. You see a bunch of articles, right? All right, pause this. Shows. Then what? A bunch of articles right there. A bunch of articles. Every day, articles. Every day. That's humanly impossible to have this much Twitter shit on and nobody ever follows.
It's the only channel. It's the only channel that Jiba Jaba.
This is humanly impossible.
I'll be live with 15 people, and 13 people will view my video. How does that make sense?
This is humanly impossible. It's humanly impossible. You have 3,000 people on the live and nobody followed the page ever. It's humanly impossible. So you know, it's hilarious. I'm surprised. Okay, so that's the Twitter account. Okay, let me get out of this real quick. Okay, so we go here. Let me get out of that real quick. Let me go here. So we go to Instagram, right? You go Instagram. Boom, Instagram. Okay. Instagram too. So go to Instagram. You can't find us. They go Shimani and Canvas. Can't find us. Joby wrote something. So okay. Can't find us. You go to Instagram account. Okay. Let's spy on Joby and Shimani. Let's see what Joby and Shimani then posted. Let's spy on their shit. Let's see what they posted. Kind of goofy shit they posted. Let's see. On Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. So go ahead. Let's see what Joby done posted. There go Joby thirst trapping. There go Joby up here thirst trapping. There go Joby thirst trapping. There go Joby. She probably rapping. I got it on silent. There go Joby thirst trapping. Right? There go Joby. There go Joby thirst trapping. There go Joby. I don't go on Joby videos too much. Hold on.
As we come to the end.
Look at her walk. Look at Joby thirst. She said she. Look at Joby thirst trapping. Joby. Joby thirst trapping. No, that's Joby. No, that's an Instagram post. Yeah, that's Joby thirst trapping. Thirst trapping for a South African man.
Come to the end.
Hold on.
Come to the end.
They see what Sheila. Look at Sheila and them. Both thirst trapping. Look at that. Her and Sheila thirst trapping together. Hold on, dude. Let me show the damn let me show at least the damn Instagram page. Hold on. Okay, so this. That okay. Okay, guys, this is our Instagram page right there. Black Eye Fire, 45,000. Damn, hit the wrong button. So that's the Instagram page right there. Damn, I'm not trying to hit nothing. I'm trying to just slide it up. Okay. That's the Instagram page. Constant content, right? That shit been stuck at 45,000 subs or followers for 2.5 years. That shit don't even move. And we got a store. I can't even find a store. We got a store on this Instagram shit. We got a store over here, right? There's a store on this Instagram. I can't even find it on here. You know, I find the store, Demore, on this thing. We got a store on this Instagram account. I can't even find the shit. So Instagram's been stuck at 45,000 views. I mean, followers forever. Right? It's a store attached here. I can't even find the shit. They hid the store. We can get people to buy shit from us. Let's see what Shamani got on hers. There goes Shamani. Let's see what Shamani got on hers. Let's see what Shamani got on hers. She got some crazy shit. Hold on, wait. Why is, hold on.
I sit and, so sad. I'm not in a good mood.
This Shamani's
Even
post.
if someone send me money, it doesn't matter.
Shimani always got crazy shit on her shit.
I will send it back. Try. Everybody want to try and see.
She got some Jamaican nigga up here.
Do you want to crack the code to YouTube success?
That was Shimani's. Okay. That's it.
I just show it.
Yeah, so as we come to the end, unfortunately, my Wi-Fi has been really working.
I don't know what this is campus. I don't know what this lady's doing. Why campus got this goofy broad on here? I don't understand Campbell's post with that lady. I don't. Campbell always has weird shit on his shit. I don't know what that lady's even on there doing. But
I mean, it's Kamlesh. What else?
I don't know what that. If you guys want to go watch Joby doing third traffic, go to Instagram and go to Joby page. That's all you can do. I lost. I think Joby did Joby take down that page already? Her slick ass. Did Joe be in the studio tomorrow with you? She might have overheard me. I don't see her thing up here no more. She might have took it down with her slick ass. Is Joe in the studio with you? You might have took it down, heard me talking.
Yeah.
Is Joe in the studio?
So as we come to the as we come to the
she must have overheard me talking.
Now.
She took down them posts. Okay,
no,
fine.
she hasn't. We unfortunately have to end the show now.
Yeah, let's end it. Let's love.
The black.
I'll be back on twice today, guys.
Black hit.
I couldn't make it last night. It was too late. I can make it home at 9 o'clock. I'm like, shit, it's too late. I can't start all that shit. It's too damn late. Look at Joby. Gotta get Joby. Joby influencing the staff. Be black out fire thirst trapping 101. Thirst trapping across the nations.
So I'll be
with the water. Yeah. She ain't thirsty. She be like, she be drinking the water all crazy. Like, I'm not thirst trapping.
Yeah, so much love, family. Much love, kids.
See you.